Why, hello again, my fellow Wasteland Wonders and Vault Dwellers. Yes, we are returning to coverage about Fallout 4. In this video, I'm going to be talking about what in the world is that? What is going on in this shot? A lot of you are probably wondering, what is this? We're going to go over some speculation as to what this could be. Cannot wait to dive into that. And then we're going to go over your top comments about storms. You better believe it. And storms are playing a huge role in games like Mad Max and also Metal Gear Solid 5. And in real life, I want to show off this storm that hit our area in 2012. This is real, guys. This is what me and Ryan went through. I'm going to talk about my experience and what really happened with this dust storm that went through the Arizona area, and tell you about some of the diseases that actually come with real-life dust storms. So guys, let's dive straight into the Fallout 4 coverage. Let's do this. So yes, as many of you already know, settlements will be playing a massive part in Fallout 4. Of course, they're optional, but come on, look at these. You do not want to skip out on building yourself a badass settlement, do you? So there is something very mysterious about these settlements, as we can see here in this upcoming shot right here. Bam! What is going on in this shot? There's a bunch of things actually going on in this shot. Of course, we could see someone standing ahead of this, what appears to be either a power generator or some sort of major new device within Fallout. And then to the left, we see a satellite uplink as well. So the realistic expectation for this is it could possibly be a simple power generator, like the ultimate nuclear type power generator that generates power to all of the buildings within your settlement. You wouldn't have to worry about using other power generators. You just set one up and then connect everything. And maybe the satellite is there to help you run certain systems within the settlement from one area, like go into a hacking terminal, something like that. Perhaps it's an uplink, but, you know, it could be something completely different, of course. Mayhaps it is part of the memory den, as we see here to the left. Could this thing be an extension of the memory den? Could you have some sort of portable device where you can access saved memories at any time? It appears that memories could be playing a bigger role in Fallout 4 than previous games, as we can see by the initial shots from the reveal trailer. It bounces back and forth between those memories. So it would be really interesting if that was the case. Of course, it could be, you know, a teleportation device. Some people think it's a teleportation device. I think that's way too much of a stretch. But in the concept arts, we did actually see some aliens. So you never know. It could be something where you can actually reach aliens. Who knows? That's like completely way out there. We did see alien-related DLC for Fallout 3 in Mothership. We saw that, so you never know. That could be possible. And you know, another possibility is it could be related to the Synth Strider. This guy was seen in the combat trailer, and he looks really intimidating. He looks so freaking aggressive. So is it possible that you can take the Institute's technology and make your own androids to help you build your settlement, to help maintain it? This is something that they have not discussed, but it would be so cool to be able to use your crafting resources and make your own android army to protect your settlement. Now that would be awesome. Let me know what you guys think about that one. But I'm very curious to see how much of a role androids play. I think they're going to play a much bigger role than a lot of us think in Fallout 4. But I think Preston agrees. Very mysterious indeed. I'm so curious to see what is hidden within the settlements. I feel like there's something special there, to be blunt with you guys. I think it's going to be more than we expect, because Skyrim, Fallout, they always blow our minds, just to be honest with you guys. But I'm going to go on to top comments right now, and you guys have some really good ones this time. This one comes from Nick Van, who goes on to say, I usually only fast travel back to places that I had to pass by due to a quest or whatnot. That having to take shelter from the storm reminds me of DayZ. Loved it. It added so much life and fear to the environment. I mean, storms are going to play a very big role in Fallout 4. Of course, we know the glowing sea is going to be a big part of that, but mentioning storms, they're becoming a bigger role in a lot of open world games. As we can see here, Mad Max is using them. This carries around special loot that you can pick up. Only the storms offer this special loot, but they are dangerous. And then, of course, the one that I've been playing a bunch is Metal Gear Solid 5. As you can see here, the sandstorm is kicking up a bunch of dust, and it's making the visibility very limited for you and the enemies. I actually had this happen to me at the tail end of a mission, and it allowed me to escape extremely easy. It was like perfect timing. I couldn't believe it happened. But then there is real life, and this was caught on camera by my bro Ryan in 2012. And man, the storms get crazy here. The dust storms do. We do have crazy lightning shows here in Arizona. But as you can see here, it just completely limits your visibility. Even the lights turned on the neighbors' houses, signifying that it's nighttime. It was such limited visibility, and the wind really does kick up. But the thing about real life dust storms is, at least in Arizona, they carry something called valley fever, which can actually make you very, very sick and kill you if you are not careful. I recall that someone actually did die in this dust storm simply because of valley fever. I know that is absolutely crazy. So I am hoping, again, that Fallout 4 carries the tradition of having, you know, radiation. Of course, you're going to have radiation problems with their radiation storms that come off that glowing sea, but also some sort of other illnesses that impact the player, and you have to really plan before going in. Maybe, just maybe, you would have to require some sort of power armor to survive storms, but I really want to see them tap into the survivability of storms. Maybe that's where the really hardcore nature of Fallout 4 will come out. Good dog, get me a combination wrench. Can't wait to command this dog around. It's going to be hilarious. But our next comment comes from Hetero or Hoteri, something like that. He goes on to say, New Vegas was complete crap. Fallout 3 was the best. I don't see why everyone wants to make the Elder Scrolls Fallout to be multiplayer. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. It will ruin the single player aspect. Not all games need multiplayer. Interesting. I totally agree with you about the whole discussion about single player versus multiplayer. And by the way, Fallout 3 was my favorite one out of all of them. I just found the environment to be way, way more detailed, in fact. So let me know what your favorite Fallout was in the comment below. But yes, it is going to be interesting to see what route Bethesda takes with Fallout. But recently I can think of one game that has all of it. It's got single player and multiplayer, and I know you guys have probably played it or are still playing it. And again, that's back to Metal Gear Solid 5. It's going to have Metal Gear Solid Online, and it's completely separate from the single player experience. You have your hardcore single player experience. This game is definitely fleshed out with the single player. It's quite incredible what they have pulled off here. But they're going to have this Metal Gear Solid Online, and you know, hey, if Bethesda could eventually do that and do it right, and hopefully Metal Gear Solid Online is, you know, proper and it's something that's absolutely addictive, that sure would be nice. But what we're getting here with Fallout 4 is beyond anything we actually expected. We're getting settlements. We're getting what we want from a Fallout game. It isn't online. That is what we want. But hey, wouldn't you love to be able to go in and experience the world with other friends in some way? Let me know in the comments below. But as long as they keep that core experience there, that has to be priority, of course. And I think it's something that needs to be discussed on how to do that. But, you know, looking to, once again, Metal Gear Solid, they have really, really done a superb job so far with the single player. I am absolutely freaking addicted to this game. So hopefully Fallout doesn't screw it up. I don't think they ever will. They're so good at making games. I don't think Bethesda will ever screw it up. So if they do multiplayer, it's going to be proper. I guarantee that. I mean, come on, bro. Don't you want to visit me at my settlement and craft some weapons with me too? The carnage. I cannot wait to try this power armor out. It looks so freaking epic. And then also get the controls. I really want to get the controls in my hands to feel what this FPS mechanic feels like right now. I've heard that it feels much smoother, more like Battlefield than Fallout 3, which is saying a lot. heard that has a ton of improvement in that area, which personally I'm really excited for. A lot of us are going to be playing, I think, a lot more in the FPS view versus VATS, making it more of a real-time experience. Curious to see if that's what you guys are going to do, but see, VATS, it still looks badass, so really doesn't matter. But stay tuned here for more Fallout 4 and open world gaming goodness, and I will see you guys soon enough in the Wasteland.